Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And I think I had my episode of crisis. I know everyone has a different way of having their crisis. And it is not part of my habit to shout out, to scream, to be angry. And for me, just show my anger is already a quite extreme thing in my family. And maybe this is the reason why my life is so suffocating. And at home, sometimes when I make a loud voice talk, my whole family will be shocked. No, not so serious. Anyway. This is so good to see this fresh air and to breathe the fresh air. So the thing is that I had a full day of class and just very exhausted. Nothing wrong with my students. They are good, nice students, and I love them, no doubt about it. But I just feel that it is the online class that has become too much. I just feel I'm becoming kind of disgusted with another minute of Zoom class. And I finished my class, of course, but I just feel there is something accumulate inside my heart, and I feel so dislike it. Not dislike Zoom class, not dislike my students. It's just, can I explain it? I hope you can understand. There is no counterpart in it. And you understand it is the situation. It's nothing wrong with the situation. No, I mean, it's nothing wrong with the people inside the situation. And the people are very lovely, admirable, but you have come to an extreme, you have come to a saturation point. So I decide to come out to have a walk. I am not shipping anything. I am not doing anything. I am not doing anything productive. I am not listening to anything motivating, because they are poisons for me at this time. What we need is this, right? This is what we need. Fresh air, blue sky, and an eyeful of green colors. And this is good. And this makes me so happy and so comfortable. And I feel that my suffocated heart, suffocated mindset start to open up, start to open up, start to open up, open up. This is so fresh. This is so good. Let me put on my face mask. And this is just so good, makes me so happy. And when people passing by, I put on my mask and they put on their mask and greet from far away. There is a feeling of we are in it together and we understand, and a feeling of camaraderie. It's just, yeah, it opens up my heart. It opens up my heart. It totally opens up my heart. Opens up. I am so happy. This is a good decision I have made to come out to have a walk. Now I feel that I can talk like my more or less the usual way. I got one friend asking, Haiying, how did you make so calm and collect in confrontational or in extreme situation, or in the situation that is not favorable to you? I think one of the things that really helps me is this shift. You shift yourself from something that give you hard time, give you suffocation, give you stress, give you anxiety, give you unhappiness, give you anger, give you disgust. You shift from this bad situation into something more positive, into something that is against that negativity. For example, no, you can do it. For example, if your problem, if your unhappiness is rooted in the long hour indoor, get out to have some fresh air. And I have a 2-hour break, so I can come to this relatively further away place. I can drive for 5 to 10 minutes to come here and to get this very much quieter and much quieter and much fresh air away from city life. But if you do not have that, or if I do not have this luxury of this longer time, I go to my backyard go to my neighborhood park, we always can find something that encouraging us and distract us from the negative situation, from the negative feeling, from the trap, from feeling being trapped, right? We can always find something, change the situation. If the problem comes from the situation, go out to have some fresh air. And another thing should be take a break. And I have never used my personal days. Maybe I should do it. But thinking about the hustle of preparing lesson plan and let other people come into my classroom to substitute me, weighing in these two, I feel that just keep on teaching my class is less pressure, less stress. Whichever way works for you, find something works for you. Another thing that makes me less angry, I do not know whether this works for other people, is the fear. I am afraid of being angry. I am afraid of kind of a little bit. I am afraid that I look bad. I just do not want to look like a hooligan, like a muyecha. I don't want to be that. I want to be not want to be a good-looking person, but I want to be a decent person. And that fear of losing my moral ground, that's too big a word, that lose my own standard of being a good human, that fear makes me not to be too angry. I just do not want to be a muyecha. I just do not want to be look bad, look like look like no fear, this kind of courageous person. I do not want to be that. I do not want to be saying big bad words, cursing with a lot of courage, saying those with a lot of courage and fearless bravery to say this. It's not me. And I think one of the most important is that I put myself low. This does not explain it, but it's kind of my mentality and philosophy. If I put myself on the ground, everyone is above me, and I accept that I'm not good, that you do not need to listen to me. You do not need to agree with me. And I accept. Once you accept other people can be better than you, in front of you is it's just no obstacle, because you accept anyone, everything can be there, can stay there, and it's not a problem for you. I mean, it's not a problem for me if you are better than me, if you do not agree with me, if you want to bully me. Nobody can bully a person who does not bothered by their action. I do not know how I explain it, because now we become so the recent way of thinking and way of politics makes me difficult to explain this thought. So what I am trying to say is not bully. Bully is not a good word. You cannot be bothered by people who you do not want to bother with. Do I make sense? You cannot be bothered because you do not even care about what they say, their opinion. One of the example, I'm not talking about on my work life, because I respect, it's a different story, and there is not so vicious kind of comments and things. It's usually, it's always friendly, but people have different opinion, and we can work it out. And one of the example is the internet comment. Once in a million times, you do have a chance to get some out of nowhere ridiculous comments, and you know it's a troll. I am not talking about people talking about a different opinion. I appreciate different opinion, but there are people just purely saying something totally, absolutely out of context and use it as a way of venting their negativity. What do we do? Do you reply it? Do you fight it back? You are too kind to fight back. Don't do that. Don't do that. They do not even deserve your attention. Ignore it. Ignorance, ignore them, is the hardest punch back to them. Just ignore. They do not deserve a teeny tiny little bit of your attention. So when we meet with obstacles, with different opinions and ideas, I think the main reason for myself to be calm is that I do not want to look bad. I think this is the main reason. I know it must be different for everyone, and you may not hold the same opinion. Totally okay. And if you want me to say anything about my opinion, I do not want to look bad. I do not want to look like a female hooligan. I do not want to look like a female gangster. Can you imagine Yang Haiying and female gangster? These two words just do not connect. And when you think about it itself, it makes me laugh. It makes me feel comical. Yeah. And It's like a comedy. Okay. I also got friends asking, what is the experience you have learned through life that teach you to gain knowledge, to gain wisdom, to gain experience. I think young age I have been through something, but comparatively it's kind of nothing. I think I live a quite a non-eventful life, and keep calm, keep controlled, collect. This is one of the things that I believe, that I feel beautiful, that I feel powerful, that I feel that is good. And you see the Hollywood movie, a lot of time we see the Hollywood movie, and then the woman slapped the door and shouting at the husband, "You!" And I just feel it's so not good looking. How can you project that kind of image? And I don't know, you can project, but it's such a loser, right? I think I am a loser, but I think the appearance of winner is, for me, is kind of a loser. So I feel the appearance of someone shouting, it just actually I do not have any advice. I do not have. And everyone has a way of life, has a philosophy of life. Some take justice as the mission of their life. Some take universal truth, fairness as their mission of life. Some take calmness as their mission of life. I do not argue with life. I do not argue with fate. I accept what is given to me, and if it is not given to me now, one day it will given to me. This is my believing, and I know a lot of people, a lot of friends disagree with me, and I have seen some comments saying that why some people doing so many bad things and still they live a wonderful life. They are not punished, or they are not getting their revenge. They are not getting what they deserve. That is beyond me. That is beyond me. It is beyond my control. It is beyond what I can understand. The way that I make my life livable and sane is to disregard it. It's beyond my control, then I do not control. I cannot understand. Why do I bother to understand? Because there are other things we can search for. Understand some fairness or something like this does not make me a better life. For a lot of people, this is totally wrong. I understand. This may be totally wrong, but this is what I believe. And I hope you do not listen to me. I hope you totally disagree with me. No, do not hope you agree or disagree. I do not hope nothing. I do not hope anything from you. It is your life. It is your believing. We do not need to be taught. We do not need to be educated by someone else's opinion, thought. Through life, you will gain them. You will learn them. You will understand. You will build up your way of life, your philosophy of life, which is totally different from my philosophy of life, from my way of life. All ways, all different ways, eventually will lead to our final life goal. We are different. No need to be the same, right? This is good. This totally opened up my heart, my mind, my brain. I feel so energized. This should be another guided meditation. I think it deserves to be. Yeah. Life experience. How come I become today's? I think another thing that I benefit from being not in my place is 外面的和尚好念经。The monk from afar can make a easy chanting, easier reciting of the teaching. People are always interested in other people's opinion, in something different. If I go back to China, if I go back to my place, everyone is so beautiful. Gosh, what do I say? It's because I am different, because I have something different. I took the advantage of it. It is a weakness, but if you use it the right way, it could be an advantage. I have a lot of, I have heard some friends say that I have this Buddhist philosophy or Buddhist teaching. I did not read any Buddhist book, but I feel that might be something in our blood through evolution. Is that possible? And a lot of things I heard from my grandmother， 我姥姥。姥姥小时候，我是小时候是姥姥带大的，不完全是姥姥带大，姥姥跟我们住在一起，然后姥姥这么时不常的说这些话呀，就挺这个，就有好多这种佛教的姥姥大字不识那个时候，但是呢，他就我也不知道他怎么就知道的，他都是。好像就是在血脉里面的，比如说什么，你要这个做事儿做了坏事，天打五雷轰，天打五雷轰。If you do something wrong, you will get a 5 big thunder upon you to punish you, and a lot of these things, it's I do not even know where it is come from. It must be inherited within my gene before I even paying attention. So a few years ago, our family went to Tibet, and we visited a lot of Tibetan temples, Buddhist temples, and I got so impressed, surprised, impressed by the similarity of what we have heard from my grandparents. And 什么18层地狱啊，天打五雷轰啊，什么，呀，有好多东西，好多东西，就是这些老话上的，我现在也是跟这儿胡扯呢，行，我估计你也睡着了，迷瞪过去了，So I just by not listening to anything, anybody, and just mindlessly walk and chat. This does good to me, and that is good, and that is enough. That is very, very, very good. So, et tout à l'heure, je parle ci, parle ça, je parle beaucoup. Je ne sais même pas qu'est-ce que j'ai déjà parlé. Et c'est même pas important, n'est-ce pas? Je sors un peu, sors de la classe, sors de l'ordinateur, sors de l'écran. Ça me fait bien, très bien. Et j'ai besoin de l'air frais, très besoin. Ça m'a fait bien, c'est superbe, c'est superbe. Reste tranquille. Si en ralentir, si on arrête, si on ralentit, penser mieux, on peut penser plus clair et plus rationnel, plus logique. Et ça, c'est important. Ne fais pas trop vite. Ne fais pas la décision tout de suite. Quand il y a des problèmes, il y a des confrontations, il y a des conflits, il y a des problèmes, il y a des... Répondre pas tout d'un coup, tête à tête. Et prends le moment, prends le soin de moi-même, de toi-même, de soi-même.行，不说了，开始刮风了。得了，我也不说了，开始刮风了。我慢慢走回去吧，你愿意听就听，不愿意听就不听了。再见，再见，再见。
amazing now. That means I'm 57 years old. There's 100. There's like 99 people. There's only 2 people that are.